Welcome to Sailing Sea Dream of Clyde. I'm Trevor, and this is Kat. Together, we're taking you along on our wild adventures through the passages and mountains of Alaska, British Columbia and Washington, and down the California coast to Mexico and beyond. So join us as we share an honest depiction of the cruiser's life, from fun in the sun to cold and stormy and everything in between. Thanks for tuning in to Sailing Sea Dream of Clyde, and enjoy the episode. We had a very peaceful morning here and night as well, and as forecasted, this northeasterly sort of gap winds or Santa Anas have come up. So the plan for a bunch of the cruisers is to head across the bay, and we're gonna just follow suit. Seems like the thing to do before we go to town and end up having a hard time getting back to our boat because there's about 1.5 mile fetch here. So that's the plan. Got the engine started, and here we go. All right, we're at our new anchoring spot, and now we're heading to town now that we're about 2 miles away. And we got a bit more of a surf landing here, but it looks pretty, you can time it easily, so yeah. Well, we had our first
crash landing.
Completely flipped over. I found myself upside down in the water, and the boat, like, I don't know where it ended up with me, but like flipped over and
it went completely over top of me.
Yeah. So anyways, we flushed the engine with water, or like fresh water. We sprayed it with a bunch of fresh water. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. I think it will be. It was submerged for a mere 10 seconds, I think. And then Kat got it flipped back over.
Yeah.
We lost our sunglasses.
What's that? It says something.
Maybe they're on the surf here. And so we'll go buy new sunglasses and do the other stuff we were going to do in town. Now, we didn't have our laptops or nothing like that with us. Like, they're staying on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we did have our phones and this camera in a bag. That was good. Feeling a little bit humbled, eh?
Yeah. I'm very glad that we're both okay. We could have gotten injured pretty bad had a motor hit us in the head or something like that. So, yeah, good learning. Good lesson.
Yeah, we just timed it really bad. I think there was like a set coming in, and I thought maybe it was over, or that we were going to just kind of ride the back of the wave in, but we ended up with another wave right behind us, and it came and turned us sideways, and that was it. It was just flipped right over. Yeah. Now the waves look not so bad, and we're going to walk to town. It's about 1.5 miles from back. Alright, we're at the end of the road here, looking for this place called Sunset Mary's, where there's Wi-Fi and apparently good food. Maybe we've earned ourselves some tasty eats. Well, Sunset Mary's doesn't appear to be operational. It's certainly not open today. There's no sign of humans. So there was still a Wi-Fi network called Sunset. We're gonna try and find a different spot. Baja sidewalks.
Alright. Well, we just dug a hole before we committed to getting back into the surf to see if our little engine will indeed start.
After many attempts, we were unable to get the engine started, but we did manage to row through the surf without much difficulty. Upon inspection back at the boat, it appeared that no water had gotten to the engine or even the carburetor. However, with the swell rolling us around, it was almost impossible to work on the engine aboard the boat, so we rinsed it with fresh water further, added oil to the cylinders, and pulled the recoil so it would not seize if any water had in fact got in. Well, it was a breezy night last night, but we slept okay. I woke up several times and went and checked on the snubbers and stuff, and everything was all good. The sea lions were back again. That was really cute. But the sun's coming up now, and the breeze has subsided some, but blowing about 10 or 15 knots now, so we should actually get a nice beam reach across the bay here and beyond, so looking forward to that. It's about just a little after 7 sunrise here, and we're on our way.
This silly gull tried to land on our mast top for a few solid minutes. We were sailing at 6 to 7 knots and 20 to 25 knots of wind while this was happening. It was very entertaining.
No! Got a spike, so if he tries to land, he'll get an unpleasant spike in the booty.
Alright, well this is super exciting sailing. We have decided though to tuck into Hipólito, just a couple more miles ahead. There's been a couple of lulls, but it seems like it's gonna stay strong. So we're gonna turn in and enjoy seeing this other little place.
Okay, the wind has chilled way out now, same with the seas, but we are still gonna tuck into the bay here. The next anchorage after this, there's a huge fetch from the northeast, so it would be no good. So this is gonna be a nice place to spend the night, and just nice to have made a very quick 20 miles and to get to relax for the rest of the day. All right, another sail on anchor, and we're here. Here's a big creature that has boarded our boat. Oh, he's watching his eyeballs.
It's like it's dry and salty out here.
Well, we're just hanging out. Kat had the idea to make this cool fort, so we've been hanging out in the fort, hidden from the sun, reading and chilling. Going for a swim, a couple other boats pulled up, and it's just a lovely afternoon in this really beautiful anchorage here. Just a gentle swell rolling in and thundering onto the beach. There's a surfer that's been surfing over there, so I think we're just going to be staying on the boat today. We'll probably go and visit one of the other boats a little later that we've been chatting with. So it's kind of the action plan today. It's a good solar day. Batteries are starting to get caught up again, and the freezer as well.
Right, Kat?
Yep.
Although the swell was very low in this particular open roadstead of an anchorage, the boat was not perfectly still. It is often said that it takes about 3 days to move past seasickness when starting an offshore passage, and while we were stopping most nights, we think that the open nature and constant subtle movement in all the anchorages on the Baja West Coast kept our bodies in passage mode.
Another nice night at anchor. It was a little windy at times, a little bumpy, woke up a few times, but overall pretty good. And there's a nice breeze out of the east blowing right now, so we are going to set sail shortly. And it'll probably end up being close haul for a while, so that'll be a change of pace, but shouldn't have to tack. And we'll see what's ahead for us. It's supposed to switch around to the northwest later today, and then kind of be weird and variable and stuff. So yeah, it'll be good to move along. Our water tank ran out today, but we had our 4 jugs, so we just added 100 liters to our tank. We used 200 liters in 12 days, so that's pretty good. We were pretty cautioned with the water, but we did have a couple showers. And we did do some freshwater dishwashing as well, where we didn't use the salt at all. So we could do a little better. We could probably squeeze another 2 days out of there, I think, if we needed to. But yeah, that's not bad at all. Well, the wind has mellowed out a bit, but we're still making a fine pace. We kind of slowed down to 3 knots for a moment, but we're back at 4.5 or so. It seems like it's going to try to increase. It's beautiful out here. Got the fishing rod out. There are boats ahead of us. We're chatting on the radio about some tuna up ahead, and people caught mahi-mahi yesterday, so I'm interested to try to catch something now. Uh-oh. Okay, just get into the... It'll probably freak out when it gets close to the boat. It's a powerful fish. Okay, so you're gonna go for the tail, like from behind the fish.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dorado.
Whoa! This is exciting. Good job, man.
Knuckles off. Okay, you ready? Big fish for that net. Do this. So so go for the tail. While we did have a gaff aboard, it was buried in the cockpit locker. So with our net being way too small, Kat managed to hook this dorado using our boat hook that was easy access on deck. See if you can kind of hook it in. Go for the gill. See if you can get the hook in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Get in the bucket.
Look at that!
Nice work, baby. Okay, it's gonna lose its mind. Oh, we got it. Well, that was a pretty solid battle. Some solid teamwork too. That was really fun. We got a big fish to eat now, so I'm gonna start cutting that up. First Mexican fish. Dorado. It's also referred to as a mahi-mahi. Well, the timing of that fish was great. The wind died off as we were bringing it in and it was almost dead by the time we were cleaning it. Lots of fish action here, lots of bait balls bubbling up. Pretty interesting out here, this tropical fish action. Yeah, this is spectacular. This is incredible, just how clear the water is. Look at them way down there. Wow. I've never seen anything quite like this. Wow.
We just saw our buddies up ahead get maybe stopped, or at least the Navy is stopped by their boat. It looks like they're headed towards us right now, so we'll see if we get a stop in.
That looks like a fish boat. Yeah, I don't know.
Fish inspection.
Okay.
Fish inspection?
Con Marina.
What would you like to see?
No domino el inglés yo, señorita.
Okay.
You can speak Spanish.
Un poquito.
Poquito.
Sí, and I have a translator.
Ah, okay.
Pescado?
Básicamente invitarlos, si van a Abreojos, que se abran un poquito más, porque aquí hay trampas.
Okay.
Para que no las vayan a dañar o se les vaya a dañar en su equipo.
So stay at a distance?
Sí, porfa. Borde, la presión un poquito porque hay trampas. Se puede dañar su equipo o pueden dañar las trampas.
You catching any of that?
¿Sabe inglés?
No. You have
Comunicación.
You have communication the other boats.
Yes.
Everybody, amigos, everybody, friends.
Sí.
Por favor, comunicación.
Okay, I'll radio them
Yes.
and ask them what you say.
Yep. We go into
Abrioso?
Abreojos.
Yeah.
Is that
Sí.
okay? Okay. Gracias.
Thank you.
Ustedes.
Alright, well, we sure wish we knew more Spanish, but they basically signaled for us to go away from shore, so that's what we're doing.
We figured out later that they were trying to keep people away from the lobster pots that were deployed closer to shore. Apparently, theft of lobsters can be an issue for fishers, so the Navy keeps an eye on vessels transiting the area. While the older fellow was a bit of a grumbly muffin at first, overall the crew of the patrol boat were friendly as we did our best to communicate using our limited Spanish.
The wind is gradually coming back up, though there's this easterly wave set as well. So we got a westerly swell and then easterly wind chop. Obviously there's some easterly winds nearby, so hopefully they lay down because it's making it a little bit tricky to keep the sails happy, but We are making a fine pace for Schnotts, and we've got 8 miles left to go. Really looking forward to getting to this town though and taking care of some business. We're on our final approach to the anchorage here, just dodging lobster pots. Went over some shallow areas, but all good. We saw 20 feet in depth sounder. But this looks like a nice little town, and looking forward to just getting our feet on shore and walking around. And so it should be easy beach landing. No dinghy flipping around here, I think. So looking forward to anchoring up. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's only 20 feet. Well, Kat, I think we're going to be pretty fit and fine not having this engine right now. As a bit of a row. Beautiful looking town here. We're just going to go walk and see if we can find some place to have some cerveza and tacos. There's actually a sidewalk here. That's cool. Hola! A little bit of shopping. Got a little bit of produce and not produce. Got an orange juice, some beers, tortillas, and figured out where we can fill
cilantro.
Cilantro. And yeah, there's greenery. And figured out where we could fill our water jugs. So we're just gonna wander around a little bit. One of the other boat's tenders are on shore here still, and they have an engine. So if they happen to be going back at the same time, we'll hitchhike a tow probably. This is a bit of a ride. But it is nice to be off the boat for a little bit. Spent very little time off the boat since we left Ensenada. And that's all I got to say right now.
Look at that big bird.
Osprey.
Oh yeah, this osprey nest.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You're really cool. What email did you get?
I just got an email asking if I would guide to the Everest Base Camp in March, which is really soon, which is very exciting and an opportunity that I just cannot deny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Woo!
Yeah!
And of course, I'm very supportive. It's very exciting. It means I'll be sailing alone or with friends. That's all good. So the winter's changing a little bit, evolving, but our plans are always loose and adaptable, and that's what we're doing. And I'm really excited for Kat. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the beach here and gonna start rowing back out. There's a couple little boats out and about. We're not sure if there's like a port captain or something. I don't think so. Kind of like went around our boats, but didn't actually seem to engage with any of them, even though I think there are some people on board. But here they launched the boats using a tractor, drives out into the surf. It's pretty unique, but that's how they do it.
Well, our water mission just got a lot easier. We made some friends with some more Canadians, and they're on their way down, and they have a truck, and we're also getting water for themselves. So they let us take our 6 gallons and are taking us right back to the beach.
Yeah.
We might have a little bit more fun today.
Hey, Gus. Gus. Got our water sorted out, did some interneting, and now we're gonna go get some groceries with our new dog, Gus. And we're gonna get towed back to our boat with our no engine. Okay, so the water filling continues. We have now lugged these jugs to the boat with help from the folks in the truck. And we're gonna pour a couple jugs into our tank now, and this is how we do it. So it's a bit of a process, but there are no marinas around here, and marinas are expensive too, so it might just be the thing we do most of the time. So let's carry on. And we got a funnel the other day because we were spilling a bit of water. We don't want to waste any of that precious water we're collecting.
We don't have a water maker aboard, but make do with having an additional capacity in the form of jugs. It's a lot of work hauling water using these jugs, so we're extra careful with our water consumption, which seems like a good thing to do anyways, given that we're sailing in the desert.
Gorgeous fiery sunset a lot like this morning sunrise, and it's finishing a really beautiful day. We're gonna host folks on our boat for drinks here just a little after dinner, and then tomorrow morning we're heading off across to Santa Maria.
Thanks for watching Sailing Seadream Clyde. Coming up next time, we set off for an overnight sail to Bahía Santa Maria, experiencing some calm seas and very light winds. In recognition of Trevor's upcoming birthday, he gets an extra ginger snap cookie, and we have a wonderful time enjoying our new anchorage, where we surf, hike, and get up to other tomfoolery. If you're enjoying these videos and would like to help out the channel, hit the subscribe and like buttons, and leave a comment too. We love reading them. If you're loving these videos, head over to our Patreon page where you can directly support the making of them while gaining access to additional Sailing Seadream Clyde content. Bye for now!